Hey guys, Yael here for Yael TV.
I'm so happy you're here.
Of course, I wouldn't miss this.
I've seen you now in LA, I've seen you in San Diego, and now you're here in Portland.
I'm a giant Grimm fan. I go where the Grimm is. As a mother, you're now dealing with, in the show, dealing with the issues of wanting a baby.
Yeah. I like, I just love what our writers do with the Monroe Rosalee characters. Like, nothing's ever heavy-handed, nothing's melodramatic. This big guy's gonna get in our shot. Sasha, don't get in my shot, man. Your big beastly arm is like blocking my...
Don't worry, I'll raise it for you.
Sorry, I'm huge.
That it's, it's not like, I think that they've maybe tried and hasn't been successful. We don't really talk about it, which I think is great. Like, we're not having long drawn out conversations about it. And I loved last week's episode where there was that just moment when Monroe was building the cradle, and we kind of just have a look, and I just love that they don't overdo, and it's a real testament to the writers to trust.
It's a power of Rosalee that you guys don't have to say it. You just look at each other, and we as an audience know.
Well, it's a combo platter, if you will, maybe, but it's a joy to play because it's. I think it's also very relatable.
Yeah.
Like. There's lots of people. I mean, parenthood is scary. Like, I think everyone's like, are we ready? I don't know, and do we want this even? And, so I think and especially with the ages they're at, I think it's just a very realistic approach to it all. So we'll see. I have no idea.
So Rosalee is currently dealing with the loss of her best friend and kind of befriending a new best friend who has everyone forgotten all the terrible things she has done?
Rosalee hasn't. I think, that was always something I was very aware of. Like, hey, I don't want to just abandon everything we've built with Adeline. But I think it makes sense because really, especially for Rosalee, it's always this season so far in these first 2 episodes that we've seen on air is that it's just about the baby. It's about their baby, and it's about Nick, and because Nick is my family, and protecting Nick, and Nick is not going to walk away from the baby. So how do we make this insane situation work? And, it's not to just be a bitch to Adeline. Like, she's also hurting. And I think from at the end of last season, seeing Adeline's grieving with her mother, kind of her opening up her vulnerabilities and her sacrificing her powers for the greater good of our unit. I think it was trickling in like, hey, Adeline just kind of just misunderstood maybe a little bit. And I'm also, I think Rosalee is a believer in second chances, obviously. I mean, Rosalee's invented herself, as has Monroe. So, I think she's sensitive to that.
Yeah. I know we have to let you go, but I heard that we are going to get a darker side or maybe more of the dark side that Rosalee had before.
Well, yeah. I mean, my past is literally coming to Portland, and
excellent.
It's that too has been cool because it's not been the focus. It's just been kind of just coming in slow, and then this episode, our 100th episode, is it arrives, whatever it is.
Excellent.
And
Thank you.
so Rosalee has to really. She's confronted.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait. You too.